So thank you for subscribing to my page. I believe um, your journey to getting pregnant is just a bus stop away. So I in my video I talk about the failures that could occur if you do IVF. So now we'll talk about the solution. So for those that have poor ovarian response, that is, they inject you with injections to stimulate your ovaries, but the follicles are not responding. So what do? We can cancel the cycle and repeat it again. But this time around, we use higher dose of injections. And we ensure that you are not engaged in smoking, drinking, alcohol, and the rest. This applies to both husband and wife. So watch your lifestyle. Or most likely, for a woman that has a poor ovarian response, she can go for a donor egg. So you can either repeat the IVF with a stronger dose and supplements, and you try again. Another one is poor accessibility. You cannot access the ovary to suck out the follicle due to fibroid, intestines around, and we cannot cause damage to your body. So we have to cancel it, or we try to aspirate the follicles through your abdomen. Or the other one is empty follicle syndrome. You can suck out the egg from the follicle, and we don't even see any egg there. So and that one can sound like, is this hospital scamming me, or are they really saying the truth? Yes, it happens. We can suck out the follicles and we don't see eggs there. That's why we normally allow the husband to enter the theater. So everything is being transparent. So if it happens, we cancel and we repeat the IVF with a higher dose of injections, lifestyle modification, and sometimes you could just go for donor egg, because sometimes this empty follicle syndrome occurs in people that have PCOS, endometriosis, or those who are above 40 years old. That's for women. So we have another one. Where is it again? Yeah, no sperm. When we have collected the eggs from the woman and it's not time for the guy to produce sperm, is it that he does not have an erection, so we can't get sperm, or probably he produces and we don't see sperm. So what do? We do TESA, that's we extract the sperm from the testes, or we freeze the eggs, and at a later time the man comes back to produce sperm for us to fertilize. Or sometimes donor sperm might be considered. This all depends on you. We can't force you. We're just providing the way forward. Embryo arrest. Embryo arrest follows the same pattern too. Embryo arrest means that after the baby is formed and we wait for 5 days to observe it, it can stop growing for reasons we don't know. Most likely the poor sperm quality or a poor egg quality. So we cancel, we change, monitor your lifestyle, stop smoking, stop drinking, healthy lifestyle. Then we can opt for either a donor sperm if the sperm is the issue, or we can opt for donor egg if the egg is the issue. For implantation failure, this is the most common failure that occurs. After we have transferred the baby, after 2 weeks, she's supposed to test. So if it's negative, it's called implantation failure. And in that one, we repeat the cycle, we change the way we stimulated you, or sometimes we can advise for donor egg or donor sperm. It all depends on the quality of the egg and the sperm. And lastly, it's chemical pregnancy or miscarriage. In this one, before you repeat your IVF cycle, the mom must do a SCSA to check the DNA of the sperm, because the sperm is most likely responsible for this to happen. So if the sperm carries a bad DNA, it will may not form a baby, and you might be pregnant. The woman too must check her AMH. AMH talks about the egg quality. So if you have frozen embryos from your previous IVF, you can transfer it. Before you transfer it, I'll advise you to do your sperm DNA. Well, if the sperm DNA is bad, most likely the embryos that were frozen might not be okay, but it depends on you. You might say you want to go ahead to transfer it, or you repeat the cycle all over again. So this is not so. There are solutions. Sometimes the solutions might not be what you want, but the truth is, if you want to be a parent, from that perspective, I think you should consider other options. Do not have high expectation for IVF. Be strong, be resilient, and you have a high level of endurance. Believe that everything will work out fine. Sometimes it might not be your way, it might be God's way. So these are the options, the way forward. And note that if you encounter failure, especially from number from number two downwards, sadly you have to pay for an IVF again. That's just the truth. But it's not about the payment, it's all about getting what? getting the what? Results. So thank you very much. Please continue to subscribe to my videos. I have plenty topics to talk about. Thank you.